Gamma Radio.
Hello. Welcome to Gamma Radio for a very special episode of Good Vibes. You see, this is going to be our final transmission. Due to circumstances beyond our control, it appears we are going to die. Starving, freezing,
Soaking bloody wet.
and lonely. Fog's got the last of the wood to smoulder pathetically in the dying light, as our own lights diminish.
Oh, stop being so depressing, Dave. Look, we have a fire of a sort. Oh, well, we did. And oh, who am I kidding? We're doomed, and it's all your fault, as per normal.
Oh, don't give me any of that, Fog. You've been blaming me for everything. If it wasn't for your stupid plan...
You wrote half of that, if you remember. It wasn't my idea to get stuffed down the gullet of that fat green head.
We were going to be killed. What choice did we have? And, actually, it's thanks to me that we survived. I was the one that remembered the trapdoor into the bunker under the studio, and it was me who convinced the friendly mutants to stall those horrible Vespulars whilst we made our escape.
Oh, bloody great. Escape to what? All you've managed to do is postpone the inevitable. We could have had a dramatic and astounding execution on the airwaves instead of whimpering to death in these bushes with nary a pot to piss in.
You never pissed in a pot anyway, Fog. You just did it where you stood.
Well, I never thought it would come to this. Pursued across the wasteland by a bunch of rabid cultists. We are left with very few options, Dave.
Oh, what are we going to do, Fog?
Well, Dave, I once read a chapter from Trent Harbottom's Wasteland Survival Guide. I think I know what to do.
Well, I was just made up.
No, just pass me your leg a minute.
What? Why?
Well, what have we got left to lose? I just thought I'd give a lovely massage. We've been walking for days. You must be aching all over.
Oh, Fog, how kind. In our final moments, in the true spirit of friendship, you're showing the secret kindness of your heart. Oh, if only... Ow! What are you doing?
I just thought I'd have a little nibble.
Get off! What are you doing? You're trying to eat my leg.
No, I'm not.
You are. You had your teeth right in there.
Oh, fine. Look, our only chance of survival is if I eat your leg. It's settled then. Hold still a moment. I'm going for that fatty bit.
No, get off.
Ow! Oh, bloody hell, Dave. That's a true spirit of friendship, isn't it? Kick a man in the face when he's starving, why don't you? Oh, you've knocked a bloody tooth out.
Well, serves you right. Why do we eat your leg anyway?
Well, you can't eat my leg. They're too sinewy. No meat on them.
Oh, what about your belly back? It's not as if you need it.
What? How dare you? My belly back is the pride of my torso. Anyway, it's all gangrene and pus in there. You'll be poisoned in seconds.
Look, let's just not eat any parts of our bodies, yes? We'll just have to...
Oh, wait. What's that?
What?
There, on the horizon.
It's the Vespulars! Come to cut our heads off!
No, don't be stupid. Look at it. Two long antennae like tree trunks. An enormous slimy foot as big as a housing estate. And look as it gets closer. On its back, a gigantic shell. Dave, it's a gargantuan land snail.
We're saved! We're saved! Over here! Over here!
Can't understand you, it's just a big snail. Wait, Dave, what does it eat? Does it eat people?
No, Fog. Look, on its shell. There's lights and movement. There's people on there.
I've heard tales of these, Dave. Gastropodians, nomadic peoples traveling the wastes, inhabiting the giant shells of their mighty steeds. There's one thing they are famed for, it's their generosity and their welcoming hospitality to strangers.
How do you know all of this, Fog?
Like I said, Trent Harbottom's Wasteland Survival Guide.
I can't believe you read that, Fog.
Well, I spend a lot of time on the toilet. Nice soft pages, you know how it is. Anyway, here they come. I'll do the talking.
Oh, no.
Hello, hello!
Hello, up there!
Good evening, good evening.
Hi, human. Wanna buy? New customer? Come. Climb rope. Quick. I got a thing.
Oh, I think he wants us to climb up the rope, Fog.
What about the leggies?
Oh, we'll just tie them onto the end.
Oh, it's hard. Oh, it's a long way up. Oh, Dave, stop. That's my leg, not the rope.
Let me... Oh, you always have to go first.
All right. We're very high up. we're very high up in the air, Dave.
Don't look down, Fog.
Who you? What you want? Wanna buy?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You've rescued us. We were surely to die in the waste. Please.
Wanna buy?
What?
Cigarette, Abraxo, Benzil, it's a bob. You buy, good price.
No. You don't understand. We were stranded. You've rescued us.
Nah. Stuff shop. We got lots of stuff. You buy stuff, you fuck off. You don't buy stuff, you fuck off quick.
We can't buy anything. We don't have any beans.
No beans. No beans, no buy. No buy, fuck off. No go to Mangaro. No buy. Chuck back. No catch. Small fish.
What's he saying?
I just make it up. Now get off us now.
They're going to kick us off, Dave.
We've got to do something.
Well, I'm not standing for this. I'll speak to them in their own language. Weetabix, Colgate, Banana Bomb, Wigwam. We stay here, yes?
What'd he say? With the what? Yeah, heck a lot of shit. Kick him off.
Ow! No! We can help you.
Help us. Stuff shop, don't need any help.
I'm Dave, and this is Fog from Gamma Radio. Do you? No. We have our own show on the radio. We can advertise your snail shop. In fact, I think we have once upon a time. Remember?
Gamma radio, advertising member. Oh, yes. Low ratings, poor demographic. Quick return on investment. Oh, yeah, no brand awareness. Stupid deals. No deal. Now fuck off.
And Fog is very good at cleaning toilets.
What?
Oh, yeah. Snail, very stinky. You clean your stay. You eat a scrap from a table. If not work, you cut. Drop off in next town. Yeah, drop off in next town. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. You've rescued us.
Start the snail. Get to work.
Dave, you idiot! You've got me cleaning toilets. I do not want the listeners to hear me do that. What about my mysterious persona? I'd be ruined.
Well, Fog, I have a little something up my sleeve.
What do you have?
I'll just get it out. Ooh,
It's actually up your sleeve.
my elbow's in the way. And aha!
A tape. Ooh, what's on it?
It's my emergency broadcast. I prepared this so that if anything goes wrong with the show, we can just pop this into play. That way, there's no dead air.
Well, what is it?
No, it's just a clip show.
Oh, Dave. That's absolute genius. Oh, you've actually come up with a good idea. Go on, quick, pop it on.
Stop flacking. Get to work.
Hello, listeners! If you're hearing this recorded broadcast, it means something has gone seriously wrong in the studio. Maybe a guest has gone berserk. Maybe a scriven has crashed through the roof. Or maybe Fog is just drunk. Again. I don't know. It hasn't happened yet. In any case, rest assured, we are working hard to resume normal programming as soon as possible. In the meantime, please enjoy my own selection of outtakes and bloopers from the Gamma Radio studio. So sit back, relax, and enjoy 48 hours of non-stop belly laughs. This is Oops, It's a Live Show, Volume 12. In our first clip, we can hear our very own Fog trying to introduce the show.
Right, Dave, just be quiet. It's my turn to do the introduction. We're on. Hello, welcome to Mud Vibes on Hammer... Gamma... Damn it. Hello, and welcome to Glamour Radio on Good Vibes... Damn! Oh, welcome to Good Vibes on Slammer... Oh, shit! Every bloody time! We're not broadcasting this, Dave. Let's start again.
It's a live show, Fog.
Hello and welcome. That's all you're getting.
It wasn't the first time, and it won't be the last. Maybe engineers should stick to just twiddling knobs. Speaking of knobs, in our next clip, a member of the Good Vibes team has an unfortunate encounter with a guest.
So, how long has your nose been growing then, Nosy?
About 20 years. You could say I've got more nose than face now.
It is massive. You're right. Well, some of our listeners don't believe a nose could grow so big, and so to see if it is real, I brought in a little test for you.
All right, what's that?
It's my very pungent aftershave. Have some of this. Oh, you bastard! I'm covered in neighbours all dripping. It's seeping in everywhere. Oh, get out! Go on, out, 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 you big-nosed bastard!
It took him weeks to get it out of his crevices. In this next clip, Fog highlights the dangers of do-it-yourself electrical repairs. Well, be careful, Fog. That hairdryer is over 200 years old.
Well, I'll fix it, Dave. I am the engineer. This section is called Fix It Fog, after all.
What are you doing?
Well, I've soaked it in water for over 2 hours to get rid of all the muck, and now I'm just attaching it to this old car battery. Just need to clip this wire on here, and... Right, the moment of truth. A countdown, please, Dave, if you will.
Well, if you're sure. 3, 2, 1...
Switch it off! Switch it off!
I can't! Fog, are you okay? Well, at least your hair's dry, Fog. What's left of it? What a hairy experience for Fog. In this next clip, Fog goes for doncow riding lessons down at the old Spoctopus farm. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, Fog. Who'd have thought mixing cocktails with lighter fluid would have had such disastrous consequences? Well, that's it for our marathon clip show. I hope you've enjoyed listening as much as I have. See you next time on Oops, It's a Live Show. Or hopefully not. Hello, listeners, and welcome back to Good Vibes on Gamma Radio. You join us on day 3 of our now epic journey with the Gastropodians, traversing the wastes on our humongous host. We've got quite a view from up here in the village. You can see all across the wastes. It's been quite the experience.
Oh, yes, if you like shoveling shit. Been up to my neck in it.
Oh, a Fog! I didn't see you there. I feel like I haven't seen you for days.
Well, you haven't. I've been run ragged by these ratty little thieves. What are you doing lying there on a sun lounger? What's that? Is that a martini? And where did you get that sea captain's hat?
Oh, I'm just having a little me time, Fog. I've been working hard too.
Oh, really? How many toilets have you cleaned since you got here then? My tally's at 374.
Toilets? Oh yeah. Well, I've been hard at work organising entertainment evenings for the crew.
Yes, well, you what?
Well, I've done a bit of everything, really. Bit of singing, told a few anecdotes from our adventures, done a bingo night, and I organised a new ship orchestra.
You what?
Don't worry, Fog, they loved it. Turns out they were crying out for light entertainment. After a hard day's scavenging, there's nothing more that our furry little friends enjoy than settling down to some light-hearted traditional variety performances.
What? You mean to say I've been scrubbing out crappers while you've been prancing about on stage like some sort of thespian singer Punch and Judy man?
It's not all about me, Fog. I've been working very hard as the new entertainment director. That's what the hat's all about. Do you know how much effort goes into a day's rehearsal?
What? No, of course not. I never rehearse. It's for amateurs. Right. Well, I've had about enough of this. I'm relieving you of your post. Give me that hat.
No. Back home, Fog, you might think of yourself as the entertainer extraordinaire, but here, in this life, that's me. You're just a toilet cleaner here, Sonny.
Take on, Mr. Dave.
Oh, thank you, Mick. Don't mind if I do. Are you coming to this evening's show?
Oh, yes, of course, Mr. Dave. Front row seats. Tickets are out. You good for business.
Show? What show? You're doing a show?
Yes, Fog. An audience with Dave.
Without me?
I thought you were busy.
This is preposterous.
I tell you what, Fog. Come along to the show tonight. I'd like to broadcast this one live. Would you be happy to cover it? Here's your ticket.
Yes, fine. What is this a performance ticket?
Crew only, Fog. Just introduce the show, and then sit back and enjoy.
So I'll come on stage, introduce
You're
the...
not to come on stage whatsoever, do you hear me?
Oh.
Just do it from the wings.
Well, fine. I promise I won't come on stage then, Dave.
Right, well, you take this microphone, Fog. I'm going to get ready. First performance starts in about 5 minutes.
Fine. Well, break your legs, Dave. And your arms. Good luck. Right now, listeners, Dave's going to get ready for his stupid show. I'm going to show these ratty buggers what a real star looks like. Okay, in we go. Wish me luck.
and thank you very much. And thank you, Mick, for inviting me this evening.
I did like you told me.
Good. I'm delighted to be here.
So, what you been doing, Mr. Dave?
Oh, well, I've been very busy. Your snail is quite impressive.
Big snail. And what do you think of the toilets?
Well, they're okay, I suppose.
No guy. He not very good. Anyway, tell us funny anecdotes from Dave life.
Oh, I'm glad you asked me that. You know, I've met so many people in my career as the Wasteland's premier radio personality. So many wonderful faces and people. Well, I was brought up in a small isolated community on an island in a river. Life was hard, but I was surrounded by good people. Anyway, when I was old enough, I decided to spread some of this love across the wasteland using my natural talents as an entertainer.
Oh, very interesting. Tell me more about Child Dave.
Now, I'll tell you more about my career.
Oh, okay.
Like my predecessors in broadcast history, I started my career by shouting from rooftops until people gave me beans to stop. Once I'd saved up enough beans, I invested in new broadcast technology. It was a megaphone, and it enabled my voice to reach further than ever before. Soon, people were encouraging me to take my voice somewhere else. I mean, further afield, as they knew my gift should be bestowed upon everybody.
Where'd you go?
Lower Spittle. I'd heard rumours of an old radio studio lying dormant above the town, so I went to investigate. Upon my arrival, I was greeted by a slathering, hideous, rotting man who chased me around the building until he got his leg stuck in a hole. Little did I know, this would be my first boss. Well, after negotiations with Mr. Wrinkles, he agreed to let me broadcast from the studio as long as he could continue his late-night show, which consisted of him screaming down the microphone for 8 hours straight. He was a very experimental broadcaster. I learned a lot from him. A true legend of modern broadcasting.
Then what happened?
Oh, I took up residence in the studio. The boss had given me free range over the entire studio except for one mysteriously locked room. After 3 weeks, the mystery was revealed when the door flung open and out stepped miserable Albert, who asked me who I was and told me to piss off. You're such a joker, that Albert.
Very rude, very rude. So why was he in a toilet?
Oh, he just likes it in there. It's his favourite place to be. He eats, drinks, sleeps, and sometimes even broadcasts his show from in there. Turns out a few weeks earlier, he'd had a bit of a barney over creative differences with the boss. So he scooped up his microphone and retreated into the bathroom until Mr. Wrinkles had calmed down and stopped chewing his own leg in a mindless rage. Unfortunately, Albert had unplugged the microphone as he sprinted for his life and, in fact, had been talking to himself the whole time.
And what about how you met toilet cleaner Fog?
Well, the Fog hasn't always been a toilet cleaner. Usually he is the chief engineer and junior co-presenter on the Good Vibe show.
Junior?
Let me tell you about the first time I met Fog. It's a funny story, actually, and one I'll never forget. The first time I laid eyes on Fog, he was stark naked and upside down in a...
No, you're not doing that one, Dave.
What are you doing, Fog? Get off the stage!
Get him off the stage. Don't mind if I do. Come on then, you little...
What's he doing? Get him out!
All this power has gone to your head, Dave. It's time for me to assume the position of master of ceremonies. Anyway, audience, when I met Dave for the first time, his show was terrible. He could barely speak. He only knew 3 words and he used to eat caterpillars too. He hadn't a clue. I offered my services as chief engineer as he couldn't even work the radio equipment, could you, Dave? And you still can't.
Fog, give me that microphone.
No, Dave, it's time to expose the truth.
No one wants to see your truth, Fog. Put it away.
Not that, Dave. I mean the truth behind your success. I stayed silent long enough. Tell me, Dave, how many poems have you written?
Well, none. What's that got to do with it?
And who records the music for the show?
What do you mean? Those little 3-second intros?
And who does all the cooking and cleaning around the place?
Well, you are a toilet cleaner.
That's not the point. The point is, Good Vibes would be nothing without Fog.
Right, Fog, give me that mic right now.
No,
give me that.
You're not having it.
Go.
Get your filthy hands off.
He killed Dave.
No, it didn't. He just fell. It was an accident. Dave. Yes. He's still breathing. He's fine. He's absolutely fine. He's just a bit unconscious. In that case, the show must go on. It's time for me to regale you with tales from a faraway place. A place so dangerous and hideous you won't sleep for a week. That place is...
Get off the stage. Get off. Go on.
What? I haven't started yet.
We don't want a toilet cleaner. We want Mr. Dave.
Well, tough titty, you're stuck with me. Anyway,
Get up. Get the
well, you, wait. Well, let's start with a song. No, sling your mother on the old Don cow and take her down the shops. Oh, poor blimey governor, it's a right to do. Oh, please don't tell the cops. I'm gonna sell her for a can of beans. I hope she don't make a scene. But I don't know if they'll buy her 'cause she's on the turn. Her teeth are all rotten and her hair is burnt. She's a right bloody ample and she doesn't shut up. And she stopped putting out when her back gave up. I just don't want her anymore.
Get off the stage! Rubbish! Get up! Toilet cleaner, not my
Oh, you ungrateful little snickets, snickering around, chattering away like mad little rodents. I bet you'd buy my mother, wouldn't you? You'd buy anything, you horrible little scavengers. None of you could use... Stop shouting! None of you could use a toilet properly. You all stink, and your fur is so matted, I bet your fleas think they're in some sort of hairy bunker.
Stick it overboard!
No, get off! I don't want to leave. It's dangerous out there. Ow, stop fighting. Ow!
What's going on? Where am I?
Dave, they're chucking me out. Say something.
Oh no! Well, at least there'll be more room in the bed for me.
Dave, this is important. Ow, get off.
Come and say goodbye.
Stop! In the name of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, Vespula Vulgaris.
Vespula vulgaris.
Shit! You creatures have been hiding notorious criminals and keeping them hidden from the eyes of justice. Where have you secreted them? Where are they? Come on, reveal these men or face. Oh wait, there they are, on stage, dressed as a camp sea captain and a sewage worker. Never mind, seize them! Out of the way, ratbag! Quick, Dave, let's vamoose!
What's going on? I can't think straight.
Don't worry, Dave, I'll do the thinking for you. Come on, this way. Come on, leggies. Keep up.
Away! Backstage!
How are we going to escape, Fog?
Don't worry. My time on the toilets was not wasted. I know a good escape route.
I don't think I'd fit down a toilet, Fog.
Really? I'm sure I've done bigger shits than you. But no, we're taking a different route. Here we are.
The garbage chute?
Yes, you first, Dave. Go on.
I can't go down there. I've got my interview jacket on.
Just get down. And you, leggies, come on. Right, what was the dramatic word I'd lined up for this? Oh, never mind. 1, 2, Stop whining, it was a soft landing.
Oh, it was for you. There she goes. My hopes and dreams, sailing away into the distance.
Oh, Dave, it's not that bad. They didn't like your show anyway. They kicked you off the stage and hit your head, remember? They were going to throw us overboard anyway.
Did they? I can't remember. My head feels all swirly.
Nothing new there then. Right, did you bring any food?
What? No. We were being chased.
Oh, Dave, you can never remember anything.
Oh, what are we going to do, Fog? We're far away from home. We've got no beans. Those Vespulas are inexplicably tracking us across the wastes. And now it's dark.
How are they tracking us anyway? They seem to know everywhere we've been. We'd better find somewhere to spend the night. Let's clamber up those rocks. Spend the night in a cave or something. I'm sure there's a hollow we can wriggle into.
Okay, Fog. Lead the way. Oh, I'm tired of this. How did we end up like this?
Well, if you think about it, it was you inviting that dullard Jacko Snorri on the show, wasn't it? Everything that's happened to us since then is a direct result of your bad-tasting guests.
You can't blame Jack O'Nori for this.
I'm not. I'm blaming you.
Oh, Fog. Oh, it doesn't matter whose fault it is. What are we going to do now?
Don't worry, Dave. Good news will soon spring forth from the ether, you see if it doesn't. At least I'm not cleaning toilets anymore.
That looks like a cave up there. Do you reckon we could sleep in it? Aha!
Ah!
Who are you? What do you want? The Vespula Vulgaris?
Vespula vulgaris?
Oh no, it's just the way my robes drape across my midriff. No! They're an evil wasp-worshipping cult. They've been chasing us across the wastes. We were rescued by the gastropodians, but the cultists managed to track us down somehow. We escaped by the skin of our teeth. Wasp-worshippers? That is grave news. I was wondering why the little fellows didn't stop. I'm one of their best customers, you know. But how rude of me. Let me introduce myself. Some know me as Circuitus Electricus. Some know me as Cyber Merlin. Others know me as Motherboard. They can't understand my sophisticated accent. But to all others, I am known as the Technomancer.
Holy Mother, the Technomancer! I've heard of this man, Dave. He has ancient powers to bring back things from the way back whens back to life.
Oh, an impotence specialist. You were right, Fogg. Good news does spring from nowhere. What? No, I'm not an old man's cock doctor, though I can supply you with certain devices. But I digress. I am the Wasteland's greatest electro-mystic. Behold! Oh, what's that he's pulled out of his sleeve? Let night become day when this mystical object adorns your visage.
I say, they look fantastic. Let me try them.
Uh,
Oh, I can see in the dark, Dave. It's like it's still daytime. I can see you very clearly.
Fogg, you're blinding me. Look over there, will you?
Oh, sorry, Dave. But how did you come up with the idea of 2 torches strapped to a scuba mask?
I was inspired by the forgotten ancient technologies of the old world. I call them night vision goggles. Now give them back.
Oh, fine. Mr. Technomancer, sir.
Oh, please call me the Fuse Master.
Oh, Mr. Fuse Master, sir. We have no beans, no food, and very little patience.
And Fogg keeps glancing at my leg with a hungry look in his eye.
Oh, shut up. Could you perhaps kindly refer us to the nearest scumbag dive bar, drinking establishment, or sleeping pit?
In this land you'll find no such place. Yes. Yes. Why not? What's he mumbling about?
Oh, I don't know.
Yes! It is decided. You young vagabonds can accompany me to my humble home. There I can provide beds for all and sweet succor too.
I'm all right for succor, actually. I've got a rash.
I mean food. Now come along, and as we progress, tell me your tale. Well, have you ever heard the Good Vibe Show on Gamma Radio? Ah, yes. The Good Vibes Show. I know it well. Oh, great. It causes much consternation upon the local populace. Many a review has been brought to me by an enraged owner. I've blocked that frequency 1,000 times, and I shall do so 1,000 times more. But still, they come. So, you're not a fan then? Not a fan? Of course I am, dear boy. They keep me in business. Oh, well, that's us. We're the presenters. And how did you end up here then, DJ?
Well, it all started when Dave invited that idiot Jacko Snorri on our show.
Stop blaming me, Fogg, you narcissist. That's it. I've had enough of all your lies, you tit. Your bad bluffs don't make you wise. The story from O'Norri should have brought us glory, but he didn't know that it would end up gory. He spouted a legend, didn't know it was true. I doubt he imagined to be blamed by you.
It's not the story itself, but what came after.
He got absorbed by a blob.
And incited some laughter, but I didn't mean that. You're forgetting the rest. The greed and the lust made the town possessed. They came from the hovels with their shovels causing trouble, spoiling all the rebels as they struggled through the rubble. They smashed up our home and drank all my wine. Got mashed up their domes, the wankers, the swines.
All of those adventurers paid for their crimes. Their mad venture went bad. They were made into slimes. We're very lucky to survive like we have.
Unlike Trent, who was killed by a cat. Do you remember, Dave?
How could I forget? You never let it go, and I'm full of regret. But a princess we met and then interviewed, and I insist you upset her by being so lewd. It was your bloody fault that she hit us with a mad ray. It was you by default. Just admit it, compadre.
Oh, piss piss off, Dave. It wasn't my fault. You failed to convince her down in that vault. You've got fists of ham. You're as meek as a lamb. You clam when a gram of shit hits the fan. Bam, you failed the exam of glam. Cause you still burst the dam and release all the jam.
I see, Fog. You're getting personal now. I can see you fretting. Don't have a dong cow. At least I didn't gamble away all our beans, or I've sorted affairs with buzzing machines. I'm an honest presenter and a wasp dissenter. Don't care I'm not the centre of the world's attention. Unlike you, I don't seek the limelight. And I can drink a whiskey and still tell the time right.
Your broadcast persona just gives you a boner that you'll never use cause you're such a loner.
Drunk in a funk and stinking like a skunk. You've sunk like a monk caught in a nun's bunk.
After all I've done for you, this is what you think. Quite frankly, Dave, your attitude stinks. Where would we be if it wasn't for me?
Back in the studio, drinking some tea. If you hadn't written that awful play, we wouldn't be Vespula vulgaris prey.
If you stuck to the script instead of ad-libbing, I'd never have to give you such a bad ribbing. Don't you dare try to take the moral high ground with me. You committed 4 murders, that's high villainy. Shane, Goff, Trent and one more. Jobs worth the ghoul and that totals 4.
All right. There's no point dwelling. I don't want the shit that you keep smelling. And I wish you'd stop telling every single person we ever meet. Just goes on and on and on. And on and on and on and on and on. And on and on and on and on and on. And on and on and on and on and on.
Okay. Let's just all agree that it was your fault and then we'll just move on, shall we?
What? Well, fine, if it shuts you up.
And you, Gandalf, stop making that weird noise.
Terribly sorry. I just got caught up in the beat.
What beat? What are you talking about?
In any case, this musical interlude hath brought us to my humble abode. Oh, it looks like a junkyard, Mr. Technomancer, sir. Oh, please, call me, Wire Walker. Welcome to the Electric Boulevard. Ooh!
My eyes! It's brighter than your shirt, Dave.
Look at the illuminations, Fog. All the signs of the old world brought to life once again in fabulous neon day-glow colours.
Listeners, around us are mountains and mountains of junk, scrap metal and rubbish, peppered with electrical lighting of all shapes, sizes and colours. It's much better than the dump back home, I must say.
I do try my best.
I'm better off in a robot body. You're better off in a robot. Hey, wait, who goes there?
Stand down, Simon. It is I, the Socket Sorcerer.
Oh, hey, buddy. Welcome home. Did you bring me any engine oil? I'm parched. New exhaust pipe? Anything?
No. Fog and Dave, let me introduce Simon Borg. As you can see, he is a robot of quite intimidating size. After I rescued him and repaired him, he's been operating as a sentry in exchange for engine oil. Oh, you rescued him?
Yeah, I got my dick stuck in a tractor.
Oh.
What? Hey, don't judge me, man.
Yes, quite. Have a good night, Simon. Come, you two, just ignore him. He's a bit, you know. Well, you know.
Stop pointing at me.
Now come, meet my wife. Come in. In there? Yes, follow me.
Yes, listeners, we're heading into some sort of tunnel hollowed out of one of the junk mountains. The walls are made of all sorts of old world appliances. Fridges, washing machines, vehicles, everything you can think of.
Oh, we've arrived in a very large cavern. There are lights dangling from the ceiling. There are some wonderful looking tire chairs and... someone's cooking smells very good indeed. Welcome to my home.
Erasmus, is that you? What time do you call this? You were supposed to be back 3 days ago. I've had this food on the stove since you left. Well, it's good to have you back anyway. Oh, who's this? Some more waifs and strays? Why didn't you tell me? I'd have brewed up some hot mud if I'd known.
Yes. Sorry. This is my wife, LCD. And these two are a couple of radio broadcasters who happen to be in a spot of bother.
Come in. Come and take a seat by the fire. I've just put a fresh stack of plastic bags on, so it should warm you up a treat.
Oh, thank you, much obliged.
Do you think there will be enough food for these two vagabonds, my dear?
Oh yes, we'll make it stretch.
Ooh, what is it?
Rubber band pie, sweetheart.
Ah, an old classic. It smells divine, if I may say so myself. I'm a bit of a chef too, you see.
Which bit?
Shut up, Dave. We're in polite company.
Tell me, boys, what brings you out so far into the wastes?
Well, it all started when Dave invited Jacko Snorri onto our radio show.
Yes. But long story short, Lower Spittle has been taken over by giant imperial wasps.
And on top of that, a secret religious cult which worships the Wasp Queen has also developed, and the entire town is in turmoil. Due to a series of events which apparently I'm not allowed to speak of right now, Dave and I have become public enemies number 1 and number 2. Obviously, I'm number 1. And now for the weather.
Well, we escaped the cult by the skin of our teeth, and we were rescued by the gastropodians. Unfortunately, their snail was tracked down, somehow, and we had to make another daring escape. And then we were rescued again by your husband, Mr. the Neon Ranger.
His name's Erasmus.
Yes, but Elsie calls me the Pocket Rocket.
Oh, don't say that in public, darling. We have guests.
Oh, don't worry, Dave once bludgeoned a man to death with a dildo.
Fog!
What happened to the gastropodians? Did they manage to put up a fight?
No idea. We just ran screaming into the night. Well, my little friends are pretty robust. Still, I hope they are okay. We are rather fond of our furry chums.
We're in the process of adopting one. Just waiting for the paperwork to go through. I've always wanted a little rat of my own.
Elsie can't have children, you see.
Yes, dear.
Because I've ruined my balls.
Yes, thank you, dear. Well, it sounds like you two have had quite the adventure. Well, you needn't worry anymore. You can stay here with us. For the time being, you can't go back to Lower Spittle. It's far too dangerous.
Oh, well, it's very kind of you, Elsie. Call her the mistress of resistors.
Elsie's fine, dear.
Oh.
Well, it seems like we've finally landed on our feet. We're warm, you have a full belly, I have 2 full bellies, and we can have a good think about our futures, can't we, Dave?
Yes. I haven't thought about our futures. Maybe we can still do the show.
Oh, yes, of course we're still doing the show. We've got the leggies, haven't we?
I'm glad we've got this opportunity to document our journey, but what about Lower Spittle?
What about it?
Oh, it's our home. It's where our studio is. We can't just abandon it.
We bloody well can. I'm not going back. I say we go to Flemford and open a trouser store.
Well, quite right, too. You'll fit right in with all the other trouser stores. And anyway, there's nothing for you in Lower Spittle now. Don't go putting yourselves in danger when there's no need.
And besides, the cultists will never find you here. What was that?
Razzie?
I do not know. But I intend to find out. Come, quickly, to the observation crane. Sounded like an explosion.
Oh, last time I heard a sound like that, Albert had been at the lentil soup again. It was half a day to find the ballcock.
Listeners, there's a glow on the horizon. What could it be? Come up here. We'll soon see the cause of this disturbance.
Oh, climbing again. But it's not as big as a snail.
What have you got there? This is my eye extender. My own invention, you know. By looking through this lens, I can see for miles. Now, let's see what we can... Oh no. Oh, calamity. This is a black day, my friends. A black day indeed.
It's night time. Anyway, what's going on?
They're burning the land snail.
What? Let me see.
Oh, my poor little friend.
The gastropodians. They're dead. They've been heaved into a pile and set alight.
Oh no! My biggest fans! Let me see once again.
Oh, have it. I don't want to see anymore.
I see now. You were right all along. I see those devils coming towards us. What? What is it? Vespula vulgaris. They're heading this way. Robes are flapping, tripping over their long hems. We don't have much time. Quickly, follow me.
Razzie, what's happening?
No time to explain, my darling. Get inside, quickly. Right, you two. There is a place far from here. A place no one has entered for a very long time. Inside, you must seek out the legendary keeper of the potions. He knows the secrets of chemical compounds, mixtures, tinctures, ointments, poisons. One of these solutions will rid your town of the wasps once and for all. And with the wasps gone, Vespula vulgaris will have no reason to exist. Now, go! Seek the alchemist! Save the wastes! Save yourselves! I think actually we'll just stay here with you.
Yes, good plan, Dave.
You'll be killed. You'll have to go. I'll hold them off. But who knows how strong they are?
Good point. Do die honorably. Come on, Dave.
Wait. One more thing. Simon!
What do you need, boss?
Go with these two brave adventurers. Defend them with your life. And, not that I don't trust them, but make sure they carry out their mission. Seek out the alchemist, and with his help, destroy the wasps and their filthy servants of badness.
Yeah, sure. Gives me the chance to get stuck into something.
Simon!
I mean, help out with the mission. What are we doing again?
The alchemist!
Oh, yeah, sure thing. You two hop on. Let's get the hell out of Dodge.
No, hop on.
Yeah, I got a platform on my ass. Just stand on that and cling on.
Go! They approach. I shall hold them off. The electric boulevard is chock full of booby traps and devices to keep them busy whilst you escape.
Oh, they're coming. Oh, come on, Dave, let's go.
Okay. Quick, grab the leggies.
Got them.
Hold on to your butts. Or mine, whatever suits.
Behold my tender nipple. Firing!
Ow, my eye!
So, guys, where are we going?
Turn around. Look where you're going.
What? Oh, I can swivel my body 360. And I got sensors in all directions. Don't worry about it.
Oh, watch out for that tree!
Trees are no obstacle to a machine like me. Rocks, on the other hand.
Rock!
Whoa, whoops. That could have been messy.
Do you think you could slow down just a little bit?
Oh, really? First time I get out in ages and I get stuck with a couple of spineless killjoys. Honestly, fine if it makes you feel any better. So where are we going anyway?
Blenford, we were opening a new trouser shop.
What? No, the old man was very clear. We're gonna find this alchemist guy, so don't get any funny ideas.
We didn't agree to that. We don't have to do what he says.
Look, I owe that guy my dick. I swore I'd do whatever he said until the day he died, so shut up and put up.
So, Simon, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself? What's your story?
Well, my full name is Simon Borg.
Wait. Simon Borg? The Simon Borg?
Yeah, that's me.
But you're famous. Even more than me and Dave. There isn't a public toilet in the world that doesn't recant your tales.
Yeah, that's right.
Who? What? I don't understand.
You mean you've never heard of him?
I don't go into public toilets, you know that. I hold it in, like a gentleman.
So you've never heard the ballad of Simon and the Mechanics, where he single-handedly stormed the Bentley barracks, smashed his way through 1,000 guards, fought hand-to-hand with a mechanical scriven, and then had it off with a beautiful custom-built executive coupe?
No.
Ugh. Well, surely you've heard the tale of Simon and the Nukazoids, where Simon tricked the Nukazoids into giving him the secrets of fuse-on power by pretending he was a tractor? Or the story of Simon Borg versus the abominable Womble, where Simon saved a terrorized village from the giant beast by blinding it with mud sprayed from his formidable tracks and then punched it through a mountain?
Well, that's an exaggeration. It was just a small hill.
This is astounding! I never would have believed it. You're a living legend!
A living legend? Oh, wonderful! So, Simon, are these legends true?
Well, yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh yes, Dave. Don't you know that Simon Borg is also the ultimate party machine? Guzzling oil, vehicle romancing, that sort of thing. And that's not all.
Why don't we talk about something else?
Oh. All right then.
Tell us how you came into existence, Mr. Borg. Were you always an insatiable pervert? I didn't know they built robots like that.
How dare you? I'm not a robot. I'm a cyborg. In fact, I'm the world's first fusion of man and machine.
What? What do you mean?
I'm not all wires and circuits. I used to be a man, just like you. Well, sort of like you, before the Big Bangs. It was a long time ago now. I was a volunteer, I think. It was a different time. They didn't have the enlightened moral outlook you humans have today. They used to do experiments on us. They offered me the opportunity to serve my country, a chance of eternal life, and 20 quid straight in my pocket.
20 squid? Ooh, you must really like seafood.
Oh, yeah, sure. It was like beans in those days. Anyway, they put me to sleep one day. They took out my brain and shoved it in this metal body. It was shinier back then. Then the bombs came and all the scientists, well, they left me. I went out on my own, out into the wastes. And here I am.
Oh, wow. It must be brilliant. Driving around the wastes, answering to nobody, doing whatever you please in an indestructible metal body, smiting your enemies with one metal blow, instilling fear into all who oppose your freedom. Your name on everyone's lips, except Dave's. Yes, the fame, the glory, from generation to generation. The books, the songs, the toilet graffiti. Is there room in there for 2 brains? How do I get in?
What? You think this is a good thing? You think I like being a half-human, half-metal freak? I've been wandering the waste for over 200 years, looking for something, anything to make me feel a little bit human again. Do you know the last time I felt anything at all? I remember everything. The smell of wet dogs, the cheery chirpings of a chip-filled seagull, the taste of milk that's on the turn. I miss it all. Do you think I like going around guzzling oil every night, getting drunk out of my mind? Picking fights with lampposts, sleeping with a different machine every night just to try to feel something? Anything again?
Yes?
Well, you're wrong.
Well, you seem to be feeling quite angry now, Simon. We're helping already.
That's not the point. Anyway, you idiots clearly don't know where we're going. And I need a drink. We're gonna make a detour.
Detour? Where to?
Oh, just a little place through these woods. We'll be there any second now. Don't worry, they know me then.
Oh, friends of yours?
You could say that, but it wouldn't be true. Oh, it'll be fine, don't worry. Just stick with me. We can relax and figure out our next move. I'm sure someone will have heard of this alchemist guy there. Ah, this is the place. The village of Scranton.
Oh, a delightful, picturesque village.
It used to be.
Shit. Dave, I don't think we belong here.
What? Oh, these must be fashion models. Yeah, look at them. All there in their demented Dan costumes. It is really taken off. All these leather pants and spiky shoulder pads.
I hope they don't take them off.
Just watch what you're saying. These guys are raiders. The real deal. Just keep your mouth shut and follow me. I got an old friend who owes me a favor.
Simon, what are you doing bringing us to a place like this? We're reputable broadcasters.
Yeah, better keep that under your hats as well. These guys hate journos. Especially ones who got a couple of their friends killed by an unruly cult.
What? What do you mean? You mean fake Fog and fake Dave?
How does he know that?
You broadcast it on the radio?
Oh, yes. Get out of my way. Not in your way. Nice jacket.
Oh, thank you very much.
Now shut up. Don't say another word. These evil bastards will grind you into paste. Now come on.
Booze. We've got 3 kinds of booze. Strong, extra strong, and oh my god, I'm blind! Get your booze here.
Serrated blades, cattle prods, bear traps. Buy a present.
Hey, shut up whilst you wait. What's this?
Excuse me, gentlemen. Have you had PPI? PPI? No, I don't think so.
You want some? PP in your eye.
Oh, right, me corner! Oh, you dirty raider! Show me your shoes, Gavin.
That was a good one, wasn't it, Dave?
Will you guys shut up?
Sorry.
Lumps of flesh. Get yourself a tasty lump of flesh. Strong flavours, matured for over 2 months.
Garrots, guillotines, and Gatling guns. Suitable for the under 5s. Get your kiddie a great gift. Bring 'em up front. You, madam, why not try one of our new...
Hey guys, pull over here a sec. This is the guy, Wispy Smithers. If anyone knows the location of the alchemist, he will. Let me do the talking.
We've got a special on Sniffer Dog. You, sir, would you like some? Oh, Simon Borg. What are you doing here?
Wispy Smithers, still peddling your health supplements?
Even the raiders gotta take their vitamins. Psychotic hallucinations are just a lovely side effect.
Anyway, you got a nerve showing your face around here.
I'm not here for the benefit of my health. I'm here because I need information. You owe me a favor.
No, I don't.
Don't play dumb with me, Smithers. You remember that time you had a problem with some competition? You remember who sorted that out for you?
Yes. Nobody did.
Exactly. What?
I remember asking you for help, which you promised. But then you promptly got drunk on 10 cans of WD-40. Spent the rest of the night betting on the hedgehog races before you let slip to my rivals the location of a big shipment of wiffle gas I had just stashed.
Ah, come on. I thought that was what you wanted.
No, not really. I was hoping you'd stop them altogether.
Oh, right. So about that favor.
I don't owe you a favor.
Oh, yeah. Guys, that was my plan.
What do you mean that was your plan?
Well, I was just gonna ask him.
Well, just ask him anyway.
Information ain't cheap around here.
Oh, get out of the way. Excuse me. Yes, you, my good man. We're looking for a man named somewhat improbably the Alchemist. Any idea on where we might find him?
The alchemist? Oh, you mean Al, the chemist? I know of him. He makes the primo stuff in the wasteland. I get some good gear off him. Never met him though. Some say he's a monster. 9 feet tall with teeth as long as your arm. Some say he's a fearsome beast with wings that shroud his sunken death-like face. Some say he has the face of the devil and springs in his heels and leaps across the wastes at incredible speeds.
Does he?
Dunno. Nobody's ever seen him.
Well, how do they know then?
I don't know, do I? But if you really want to find him, seek out Bloaty Longtongue. He's one of them frog people. He's the one I place my orders with. He'll know where the alchemist lives. Go and find him at the pond in Slippery Hollow. Tell him Wispy Smithers sent you. Now bugger off before somebody recognises you.
Well, there we are. That wasn't so hard, was it?
Fog, I'm amazed.
Well, you know me, Dave. Barterer, trader, haggler supreme.
Oh, you're certainly the master of haggling. I've given you this information. How much muscle monkey are you fellas gonna buy?
What? What kind of duplicitous operation is this?
We don't have any beans. But thank you for the information.
You what? You don't have any beans? Hey, everyone, look, it's Simon Berg, back from the dead.
No, I am a washing machine. Give me your clothes. Give me your clothes.
Yeah. He's cheating everything. Oh, let's get it. What a blast.
Ah, shit, this is
Get off. Hands me, you fools. Oh, no, they got it, Dave.
Make way for the bronze bastard. Right hand of our raider lord.
What?
I can't understand a word he's saying.
Could you lift up your helmet? We can't hear you. Great. Now try again. Holy mother, that's hardly any better. Enunciate, would you?
He says you must come with him.
Oh. Why didn't he say so in the first place? Where are we going? Where are you taking us?
We're taking you to the brig.
Ah, not again.
After a cold night in the cells, you'll be presented to the great Raider Lord himself. He's got unfinished businesses with Simon Borg.
A raider lord? Don't worry, Fog. I've got an idea to turn this situation to our advantage.
Oh shit, not another interview.
Yeah.
Listeners, they're taking us away. I don't know what's going to happen next.
You're talking
They
jabbering,
shoot
jabbering.
our transmission.
Come on.
Hey, get off. How dare you, man.
Come on.
My nipples.
Gamma Radio.